Hi guys. So today, for Tuesday, a professional habit we're actually going to do is kind of a personal and professional habit of accounting and how to balance a checkbook. This is one of those skills that a lot of people don't are not masters of, and making sure that they understand how much money they're spending and how much money they have in their account at any given time. Now, in today's world, we have a lot of apps, and every bank has a system where you can calculate your money and kind of figure out how you're spending it. And there's even some apps that are really good about showing you how much are you spending out to eat at restaurants, how much are you using in groceries and bills and utilities and things like that. Well, today's activity is actually going to show you how to actually account or manage your money. And if you ever do go get a job where money is involved, you're probably going to have to do some form of this, especially if you have to do anything with cash. If you are in charge of taking somebody else's money, you're going to have to account for your money. You're going to have to say, here's what I started with, and here's what I ended with. Here's what I sold. Here's how much money they gave me, and hopefully, everything is correct when you're accounting for your money. So today we're going to do an activity where we're going to be balancing a checkbook. And so I have an example here. I'm going to kind of show you how I want you to do this. So I'm just doing a preview of your quiz here. And so the very first question, so you have some instructions here, and you also have some events that are happening to this person. So the very first thing I want you to do for question one is to copy the table below and paste it in the text box. Here's the text box down here. So I just want you to just copy this, and then I just want you to paste it down here. Okay, so you see how the table gets down there. So you see how this kind of gets a little. It looks a little bit different, but it's not too bad on there. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna kind of start off. You always want to start off here with the balance, is how much you have in there. So we'll actually just write that in here, and we'll call this starting balance. And then let's just say today's date was. I'm gonna do 1 4. Now again, I'm not answering the question on the quizzes. I'm just making stuff up here. Okay. Let's say I have a starting balance of $750 in my account. Okay, I'm making this up. Don't put these answers down for your activity because that's not going to work. But I put the date in the wrong column already. So let's do that here. Okay. Again, I did not do any transaction. I did not spend money, but I also did not deposit any money. $750 is where I started. Okay. All right, so let's say I actually do write out a hand check. Let's say I have to pay my rent, and let's say my check is number. I don't know. A lot of time people like having big number checks, but let's just say my check number is 650. Let's say I write that check on January 4th. My description: I'm going to pay my rent or mortgage. Okay? And my transaction amount. Well, Mr. Cannon's house bill is mine's about $900 a month. That's probably normal for a suburban house. $900 a month for your mortgage. Hey, so that was a transaction. I did not deposit money. I spent money. Um, so you can already see that Mr. Cannon's going to go negative here, right? So Mr. Cannon's going to go negative about $150 if I was to pay that mortgage with a balance of $750. So what would I need to do? Well, if I saw that happening before I actually paid it, I might want to deposit some money from my savings, and maybe I deposit $1,000. Whoop, that's not gonna be a transaction. I'm gonna deposit that money. That'll be 1,000. Maybe go ahead and deposit $1,000 into here, and that will bump me up. I would now have $850, I believe, right? In my account, positive $850. Right? So I'm gonna try to put some dollar signs on these guys here. All right. So let's say I go to the grocery store the next day, and buy some groceries. And let's say I spend, I don't know, 86.55 on groceries. Again, I'm not depositing any money there. I'm gonna get out my quick calculator. Then I had $850, but I spent money, and now I end up with and $63.45. Okay. Let's say I have to pay another bill. Let's say a couple days later, I'm gonna write another check, and it's next couple days, and I'm gonna pay my water bill. My water bill in Northern Kentucky is about $20 a month. That's realistic. So about $20. Okay. Again, I spent money as a transaction, did not deposit that money. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this a little bit nicer here so we can see it a little bit more. So I'm gonna take that $763 I did have. Well, I don't. I spent $20, so I'm gonna keep subtracting my money, right? All right. Let's say I need to pay my car mortgage, my car bill. Again, that'll probably be um, another check, car payment. Most people car payment for a halfway decent car is probably around $300. Let's say I spend $275 paying for my car. So again, I'm going to get out my calculator, and then I'm going to subtract $275 from my current balance and 468.45. Okay, on there. So now let's say it's getting in the middle of the week or the month, and I get paid, right, from my I get paid for my work, right? So that's not a transaction amount. That's a deposit. I'm gonna get money into my account, and just kind of throwing it out there. Teachers probably gonna take home. Just not. Not super accurate, but teachers probably gonna take home somewhere around $1,000 twice a month. Okay, so let's just say let's make up a number here. Let's say we take home $1,150. So I'm going to take my amount and I'm going to add the money this time, and then I will end up with 16, 18, 45. Again, you can kind of see what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of recording all my stuff. Again, let's say I had to send another check, and let's say I had to pay for my electric bill. My electric bill normally around $90 to $100 a month, which would say 90. Again, I spent that money, I didn't deposit it. So I'm going to get out my phone again here and then subtracting the 90 from that on there. Okay. If you need to add more columns or more rows, all you have to do is hit the tab button and it will just keep adding more on there. Okay, for tabs if you guys want. So this is what I want you guys to do. This is kind of my real world example here on how I kind of balance my checkbook. Um, Again, in all honesty, you're probably going to use your phone or an app or log into your account and kind of see what's happening. But it's really important to kind of know how much money you actually have, especially if you are writing checks, because they don't get processed right away. So, from after you do your balancing here, there's a lot of information. There's going to be some questions I'm going to ask you to take a look at and try to answer. So, again, don't copy down my information because I just made stuff up. Actually, write down this information up here. We're going to do another one later this week to kind of practice on how to balance a checkbook. Then we'll probably take a look at how to understand how credit works later this month. So, all right, that's it for me. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. And if you guys have any questions, again, just keep emailing and keep asking. Thanks, guys.